Hey y'all, I'm going to be reacting to Burning Kabaddi episode 1. I will be watching it from Crunchyroll's website. And I'll be starting my reaction in 1, 0, go. Alright, TV Tokyo. Damn, the bodies look thick. Jeez, even the slam, yo, it sounds painful. I'm assuming it's way more than that, though. Any sport's way more than it seems, because there's a lot of strategy involved, skill, physical attributes you gotta take into consideration, too. Alright, the opening sounds like it's pretty darn cool. Damn, these boys look like they're built like trucks. Jeez! What are they boys? Okay, those don't even look like boys anymore. They look like freaking either Wollongong college students or adults. Jeez! Makes you kind of want to exercise more looking at them dick bodies like that. I'm assuming the ones in the green outfits are the rival characters. Same with like the yellow and red outfits. Uniforms, I should say. I just love the dark ones. Wait, so I'm going by this. It seems like the main character might actually have some kind of epic looking savage mode. I dig it. Song itself for the animation, for the opening's good. Animation, I've seen better sports opening animations, but the song itself is nice. I just hope it isn't like a sign of the production of the series, and I hope the series itself, when it gets to the sports portion, it looks absolutely extravagant and gorgeous. I mean, I would hope. It's because I wonder why, though, you'd want to have at least that kind of disconnect. Well, because when it comes to sports, the smallest mistakes could make a team lose a match. I could see why coaches would be angry at some of even the seemingly most minor lack of paying attention to detail, you know? I mean, if you look at it from the perspectives of the coaches. They gotta respect Yagoshi's personal space. Yet they're the ones going all the way there just to talk to a first year. They shouldn't be talking smack. Damn! He's got a kick there. Wow. What, is he gonna try to like do electronic sports? Because that's still a sport by technicality, but I guess it doesn't require as much as physical effort. Sounds like a reference to Nico Nico Doga, only instead of Nico Nico, it's Miku Miku. Usually I just ignore trolls straight up, or I just reply back and they usually reply back to me. That's how I usually do it. Makes sense to want to have the boundary between his real life and the online life too. And I wouldn't blame him. This snitch! Probably one of the motherfuckers that tried to recruit our boy. He can't escape it though. Even in his online escape, he's still... I mean, yeah, his eyes. I mean, they're red and he has strikingly beautiful hair. I could see why it'd be pretty noticeable. Wait, who told him he could just go in barging at random people's houses? What the fuck? Talk about a lack of... Whoa. That was quick. But talk about a lack of a person's privacy. Does he have the screen tell every single line of Don looking in his mouth? Oh, man. For now. I'm assuming the Soma kid's gonna find someone having Yaguashi actually join. Because he wouldn't be in the opening all looking like a badass if he wasn't gonna join. Jeez, he could squish the guy he's recruiting. I mean, hey, I'm not going to blame that boy's hustle though in recruiting. I'm pretty sure though once he watches he's going to be entranced though in the sports. Would be, but looks can be deceiving though when it comes to scenarios. Hey, you know, that actually makes sense. I could say he's trying to make him psychologically entranced with Kabaddi so that it's a lot more harder for a boy to say no. That's pretty smart from someone there. When it says you fight utilizing your bodies or your body, the bodies of your teammates, kind of sounds a bit like yaoi there. I mean, no problem. There's no issues for that when it comes to me though, because I actually do watch my first show of yaoi. I just have to comment on that. Just feels like a line you'd hear in a yaoi. I'm not feeling like it. Those are in good sense. They're already. This is the first episode and they're utilizing a lot of stills. That's a bad sign. And I'm talking out of like watching animes for years. When sports animes have stills in the first few episodes, it means that majority of the episodes are usually not going to be animated well. Usually. Doesn't mean it fits for all cases. But that usually bodes true. But who knows, maybe they're saving their budget for some major scene in the episode. I mean, I would hope, but not even the opening look extravagant either. I'm gonna be optimistic though. I don't think he's sorry about that one bit though. He's smiling to the T. I call bullshit on that. No, he seems completely unreasonable. He's thinking that, but I wouldn't be surprised if the vice president's a hard ass. Whoa! He did promise he'd watch, so he might as well go for it. Oh. Oh, that's why they were recruiting him then. Aside from his amazing athletic abilities. Oh, so he's the one. I just love how he instantly changed his tone. Yo, now that is dirty shit right there. Oh, shit. That's my... Yo, now that is a dramatic smile. Oh, my. Talk about having Kobayashi by the balls there. Yeah, the moment he was smart, I was like, no, there's no motherfucking way this guy's gonna be irrational. If he was the one who ordered Soma to show up to Yoigoshi's doorstep, yeah, he's gonna be more irrational than anyone else. I call bullshit on it. I mean, I guess it is kind of similar to the tag, but it's, wow. Just going off of what we saw in the first two scenes in the episode, it looks super down hardcore. Kabaddi. I love how it's just Kabaddi. Okay, that actually makes sense. Consider that he's new to the sport. This doesn't even feel like artificial exposition. It feels like a natural explanation that doesn't feel like it's just out of nowhere. It doesn't feel like it's there just to spoon-feed information to the audience. So I'll give credit where credit's due. Yeah, it's something you see in a lot of sports animes where usually they have some character that's being recruited that doesn't know anything to do with the sport. So let me know they're using Yogoishi to have the audience explain all this information naturally. And saying that, I really wish they would animate things better. I mean, it's a sports anime. The point of watching a sports anime is to watch the fluidity of the sport in motion. I don't know about y'all, but I do watch sports like NBA basketball, NFL football. I don't watch the sports to see just a bunch of still images. I watch it to see the intensity and motion, to see the speed portrayed by the athletes with the humongous bodies. You know? Yo, he looks like he's about to bust a nut inside of his body. Oh man, at least from that shot. Gotta admit, that got all the nice little chuck out of me. Huh. I like how it's so simple, but this has got to be way more than simple. It's special consider the stinks involved. Sounds like a man possessed when he's saying kabaddi. He should know as a soccer player you need more than yeah. Really? More stills? You've got to be fucking kidding me. Like, this would be so good if they actually animated their bodies moving. Because, I mean, I think the characters are decent so far. I like the music. Probably because of his soccer background? Actually, Yo, Go should definitely fall in for that. I'm pretty sure he'll change his stance eventually. Yo! Looks like he's ready to murder someone with that face. I actually like that. Shows you the street smarts of Goshi at the very least. Gives them some nice characterization. Really? More stills? They can't even animate it with speed lines at the very least to make some sense of illusion that there's movements going on. Because here's how I rate sports animes. Are the characters good? Is there at least a decent amount of plot progression? And do the sports moments actually look good? If it fills out one of those three, then it usually ends up for a piss poor end result. And it's a shame too, because last season there was SK the Infinity, which looked absolutely gorgeous. And then we got this. Alright, at least he kept his end of the bargain at the very least. Oh. Yo, that's awesome! Whoa! Talk about unethical though, making all those dummy accounts. He's gonna join the team because the thing is, I think that boy has a grasp, though, of Yoigoshi's movements. That's the thing. So it's going to be a way different factor right here. But that was soccer, though. Yeah, just because he has more speed doesn't mean it's going to guarantee anything. In sports, there are multiple instances where a person might be athletic than the other person, but it doesn't mean they're going to win, because strategy and reaction time are involved too. Yo! Alright, looks like... Really? Another still? Whoa! Yo, he looks super damn serious now. Oh, damn. Oh. You know, I kind of hope Azamuchi gets some payback, because that punch down, there's a lot of force in it. Jeez. Just so he can get even with them. Oh, they're finally showing some animation. It took the animators like 18 minutes and 21 seconds for there to be... Oh, never mind. Only lasted like a few seconds. It's back to stills. Yay, there's what I watch sports animes for stills. Yay. Damn, eat dick! Togo absolutely taking the bait there. Jeez, I wonder why that Jeez, that explains the strength. It's too late now. I gotta admit though, the build-up music they're using is pretty dang rock solid. Yeah. Pretty much. Sort of like, oh. Yo, we actually managed to bait him. That is an epic feat right there. Oh, maybe. Ah. I mean, at least, I thought for a second, at least he actually showing respect for the sport, but yeah, he was gonna lose though. Yup, he should have definitely paid attention to his, foot movement there. Yup, I mean, he can't deny, hell, he was even in a monologuing, too, that he's gonna tell people that Kabaddi isn't just a sport for gag. So close, but no dice. And I just love how he says, yo, no, that's not look good. That's the way the whole episode should be animated, like that slam. Is that enough to make the episode good? No. But hey, at least for me, it shows me that there's at least one animator working on Burning Kabaddi that actually does their job really well. All the other animators in the episode, I gotta question them. I love how they all have to scream. Oh man, I gotta admit, I actually do like the script of the episode, though. Yep, he's gotta be a man of his word. And I love how he's just saying that with like the biggest grin in his face. Well, yeah, there isn't. Just the way things are in life sometimes. When it throws curveballs, you just gotta learn how to deal with it sometimes. I'm assuming that's the black-haired dude that was shown off in the opening. Yo, this guy looks like he has some psycho eyes. Alright, that's actually enough to get me to come back to watch episode 2. Like, no joke. Well, okay, let me just see the ED, and then I'll break down bit by bit what I thought were the ups and downs of the episode itself. Now here, this is the ED, so still shots, I understand them. I'm like, okay, it's an ED. It's just during the episode where I'm like, eh. I just wonder how the black-haired kid got injured. I mean, why he got into the hospital. I just wonder if it was like whether it was an accident or maybe he was overworking himself too hard. So we got a trap character there. Alright. You know, that kid kind of looks like, his character design kind of reminds me of Kuro's character design from Dr. Ramon Mysterious Disease Specialist. Kinda. Men Who Connect. I was hoping the preview for the next episode would show off some fluid animated sequences, but it looks like it's more of the same between the preview for the next episode and this episode with stiff looking animation. And a shame too, because again, I actually like the characters. I like the humor. Like, there are things I liked about this episode. But let me break it down bit by bit, though. If I were to rate this episode on a scale of, say, 1 to 10, with 1 being abysmal, 5 being average, and 10 being exceptional, I'm not going to rate this average, because average would imply that it's on the tier of conventional sports animes. And is it on the tier of conventional sports animes as someone who's seen various, I have seen a truckload of sports animes in my life. So as someone who's witnessed a lot, is it up to the creme of the creme? Hell no it isn't. Hell, Ashita no Joe from the 80s, visually looks better than this. SK in the Infinity from last season looked better than this. Hell, Hachigatsu Cinderella 9, that year, like what, 2-3 years ago, looked way better than this. So from a visual standpoint, this episode utterly fails epically. Except for like that quick slam that looked beautiful. That was like the only time where I was like, okay, that was good. Shame the rest of the episode isn't like that. That's why I have to rate it below average on a 4.75 out of 10, because for me, 5's average. Now, there were positives, though. I do like Yoigoshi's goal, how he was trying to reject not joining the club until he was, in a runabout way, forced to do it after losing the little bet. Stuff like that really made the episode lively. And I love the vice captain when you see how douchey he is. I'm like, yo! So there were some things in this episode that were encouraging. Enough for me to want to see episode 2. But episode 2 needs to bring it, though. It really needs to bring it, though, for the series to have any potential. But, yeah, that's how I feel about it, though. The sport sequences were badly animated, but the dialogue in the episode was good. But since it's sports anime, I gotta wait more off of the sporting portions of the episode, because I've seen a lot of sports animes. Older ones that look better than this. But yeah. Oh, and then Kuroko no Basket looks way better than this too, and that came out years ago.